I got it with one hand and one turn. Welcome back, my most divine panel. Angels of the Night to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka my children's highest good, aka the highest good. All right, so it's a partial lunar eclipse today, and it's also Authorizing Officer Tuesday. I didn't think I was gonna get back on here. I was like, usually, like with eclipses, I would probably go a little aggro on my day, like just naturally, but I didn't. I decided to, well, I had a little hiccup. Shall I mention it? I don't know if I should mention it. Give me a second. Let's pick a card. Pick a card. Shall I say something? 8 of Swords in reverse. Free yourself. Free yourself from these burdens. Okay, so... all right, before we get to these 2 cards, let me tell you something. I met somebody. But when you say you met somebody, you say that means like you met somebody and ... you got to know them, you like them, etc. So if you were dating somebody else, you'd be like, I met somebody. And I basically, the idea of that is that I would rather. I mean, with bedside etiquette, you know, is that bedside at all? It's, so there's that, but that's not what I mean. I meant like I met somebody like, for a day, and it was not even a whole day, and there, like, for the past few weeks, there have been maybe a couple of instances where I could have gotten to know someone more. There are a couple instances that I could have, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm a newbie at this, okay? Stop pressuring me. I got responsibilities and priorities. So I'm trying to find that balance. But let me tell you, I also met somebody energetically that I've never met before in person. And I don't want people digging into my stuff or into their stuff. I don't want to scare them away. But, I like this person energetically. I like them. I like this person. I've never met him before. And I've never even conversed with him. What the frick? So, so regardless, I still have responsibilities and things that I need to take care of, but it's like, are you coming up with excuses again? So, I don't know why I felt the need to mention it, but I thought about my day. So I got a little consumed in that energetically. I tried not to, but it felt so good. Anyway. We're back at it. And on the left side, this is the actual. Not the maybe actual, the intended actual, but the actual. And this is Authorizing Officers Tuesday. You know when people say like, I guess because we on my team and I just figured out what we were going to name this thing. And you know, when they say like, I'm a girlfriend's girlfriend or something like that, it's kind of like that. So it's Authorizing Officers Tuesday, right-hand man, wingman kind of thing. Left side, recipient side, I got the Sun card. What? Totally vibing really well. It's happiness, super duper sunshiny happiness. Everybody's good, you're happy with yourself, you're happy with the other person's self, and it's an actual type of thing. It's good. On the doing side, this is on the inbox. Like, on the right side, the manifestation, like doing side, action packed. Got the devil side in reverse. which is crazy, because that's like not being obsessive at all. And I wasn't trying to think of this person. I wasn't trying to. But then there was a point there that I was, and then I realized at certain portions, I'm like, am I gonna? I should not do this. I should not. So anyway, with a sun card on the recipient side, and then like the kind of hands-off approach, like I'm not gonna go crazy on this one, or just I'm not gonna obsess over it. Just because you don't obsess over something, like kind of poke it and prod at it, doesn't mean that there's still a lot of incoming. Yeah, like the sun is OP, overpowering. Yeah, and I mean, what it equates to is happiness, the vibes, the feeling. So how could you refuse? But this doesn't give in to addictions. I mean, at a certain point, I was like, I gotta get up. I gotta do these things. I gotta do something. So, I'm okay. I'm okay. I fixed my necklace. It's in transit to being fixed because I had to replace some things in it to make it. Shall I say it? Hecate, tell me. Shall I divulge? Oh, 2 cards. King of Cups in reverse and 7 of Cups. Oh, those that know will know. And there's only one person that will know, that should know, that I would, that they don't have to know, but they're with me for sure. This is happy in transit. You're going with the flow of things for sure. Also being as objective as possible, which I appreciate, because when you're a practitioner and you delve into these, they don't just become studies, they become integrations. And so it's just like the level up on high school, college, associates, bachelor's, certifications, PhD, all of that. So they're just different ways in which to apply your learnings in order to elevate them. And so within this realm, it's kind of like these 2 bonds, right? They become each other's like study buddies, like agents of change. So it's kind of like agents of change with a chain reaction type of thing. So very strong influential forces, and all the more reason to continue on with discernment, so that you keep yourself honest, and by default do your best to keep the other energy honest. And so it's important to not give into too much of the obsessive energy and the addictive energy. But the sun is the sun, you know what I mean? When there hasn't been sun for very much, on the externals, it's and even when you find that within yourself, you want to preserve that. You want to elevate that. So the only way to elevate that is to emit that yourself, to duplicate it, rather than just take, right? Rather than just absorb. So this is good. I've never received the sun card on one side and the devil in reverse on another. Yeah. All right, so what was this? Oh. It's with me. Okay, I'm going to put those cards back into the shuffle. Okay. Alright. Authorizing office. Ooh, I almost dropped it, but I got it with my index finger before it plummeted to its new life. Seven of Swords. Pointing out bullshit in the inbox. What's going on? Yeah, because, you know, when I, basically, I don't know, in hindsight, it sounds like I was submitting to the energies. But, you know, like in wrestling or MMA, they use the word submit. So I don't feel like I was like that in previous instances. Any deviations of that, any iterations of it. But in hindsight, I could say like, oh, that was more of like, you know, Tina, you need to again, how do I say it? Hold back a little bit, you know, because of your previous instances. People don't appreciate you as much. And it's not, I don't consider this a game. It's more like I've had past experiences where you enjoy that energy and into whatever degree, okay? But this is not the same. This energy is really, I've asked even Archangel Michael about that, and it's been good. So, I don't know. I don't want to live up too much in my head or whatever. I want things to be in real life. So, yeah. So, why did I get this Seven of Swords on the inbox side? Like, it almost dropped, but I received it. So why did I caught it? I mean, I trust, okay, something else dropped over there. But I trust that, I can't see it from that far away what dropped. But, I trust that even if an energy fools me, that not only am I learning the lesson to, continue to be more discerning, like, hold back my energy and not, like, swoon over, a certain energy. Even if the cards, like, even if Archangel Michael says, yeah, this is a good one. This is a totally valid good one. I've never met the person. I've never conversed with the person. It's like, what? I don't know. So, like, so even if they're not within that energetic, even if they intentionally mess with me, then I'm still doing my job. Because they're gonna get their karma, you know what I mean? So, anyway, it's gonna be fine. Better than fine. It's gonna be awesome. Two of Swords, and then for facing the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Something fell down there, so let me just get that. Let me get that. Hold on. I have to... Can I get it? Oh, here. I will use this. Oopsie-daisy. Okay, now it's in within reach. I can do this. I'm a little teapot. Eight of Pentacles. Furthering on out, doing the work, it's, a spider weaving its, web. And so it's approaching. It was further on out, farther than my reach. And these two cards came out. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I want something in real life. And that's what I deserve. I deserve, I deserve more. So, that's what they're saying here. The bullshit part of it is like when you, how do I say it? This is kind of like settling energy. You know, if somebody has access to you in a certain capacity, then why would they have any incentive to move any further? You know? So I'm not good with that. Like I'm really not good with that. See how the Two of Swords melds into the Four of Pentacles? Look. The vine. Oh, here we go. Maybe like if I just go like that. The vine moves from here to this part of the page. You see, it's a good link right there, right? So we're not going to micromanage this, but we're also not going to contain it. We're not going to, what you call it? Because Two of Swords is like a block. Clarity is needed. Some added thought. So it's not like putting a knife up to somebody and being like, okay, decide now, like an ultimatum. So it's kind of like that, where you're not going to go to any extremes in order to, where is that? Allow things to work out for itself. Like things are going to work out for itself, or it's not. Don't worry about it, but things are like on its way, it appears. Yeah, that's what it's saying. That's crazy. So the bullshit here, catching it, is I think when you reach a certain level of learnings, the intensity increases, and it's not a life for, or learning for everyone. So recognizing the extremes in which one is capable of, aka me, I am not to accentuate either way. So today was still pretty good. I could have scaled back just a bit. But I think it's like drifting energy. I don't think drifting is not the word. But it's like something that comes so natural to you, that could easily drift away, and you're just like at the pinpoint of catching it, like, oh, almost didn't catch it. It's like my own bullshit, fuck, you know? So part of it, okay, parallel to that is in yesterday's reading, I was like, oh, I'm going to open up that package at, you know, at these certain grounds, and things are going to balance out, because that was one of the solutions that was brought to me. Certainly able to do that, and, you know, the lunar eclipse is coming through, and it's probably an optimal time to do that. However, I realized birds of a feather flock together, but I am not certain that every single person in there is has shitty intent. Like that works in that building, I am not certain that every single person in there has shitty intent. Though I do think that any energetics that would come through in mischief managed would be able to recognize who is who to really apply pressure to. I also realize that it's best saved for later. I have enough help to assist me in what needs to be corrected. So when I worked at that place, I was not one of them. I was not with the same intent as they as what they had in mind. And I realized that within my energetics, the intention to recruit became the intention to siphoned. Like when somebody, like, okay, when people work in dirty energy, their morals are intentionally, like, yeah, intentionally compromised. So although there's a certain agenda, if they see something that is more enticing, an alternate agenda, then they'll go ahead and apply accordingly. They don't live by a moral code of conduct. And although I am more respected than the energies that come to attempt to challenge me, I know that there are other solutions. And if given more time to work with these other dark nights of multiple souls, that the bond will strengthen even further. The realm of respect should fortify over a course of events. So I'm comfortable with that, especially with how much help I have. Yeah, it's just that precaution of protecting other energies that are like myself, that are still working or new to working in that facility. Like this morning, I thought about it. I was like, I was so turned off by doing it, just because, like, doing something of that level would require a certain realm of planning that I wasn't interested in devoting my whole day into. You know, I didn't want to obsess over it. I could have put people in their place, and certain people would have, I heard tragedy in my mind. But I didn't want to devote I didn't want to waste my full moon, partial lunar eclipse, on that energy. I think I wanted to spend time with Hecate, or, you know, pay tribute a better way. Like, quality time is quality time. And I would rather use it a little differently. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's the deal? Okay. One's down here. Okay, and then there's another set. It slipped off. Okay. Five of Swords, the Tower moment in reverse, and Queen of Cups accentuated. So this is a perfect truth in that I have the upper hand in this warring, that I've made my decision, and so there's some cleanup. I decided I was not going to clean up somebody else's mess. You know, when people open up certain portals and they have dark intentions, why am I going to step in and say, like, hey, let me put you in your place? I know exactly what dosage of bullshit to dish to you. I know what you dished out to me, and now you're going to get it. No, you know what? Some people just, like, they dive into something. They don't know what they get themselves into, regardless of how many years they've lived, how many years they've aged. You know, if they want to toy with the wrong energies, that's going to come back on them. I know that when working with certain deities, that I've been honored to be, like other energies kind of adopt me, you know, as their kind of pet project, but it becomes to a level of greater fondness. So in winning that favor, naturally, like, I know that can go for other energetics. So, like, I don't, it's like gaining respect indirectly. And so that's where I'm at. So that's why the Queen of Cups is accentuated here in winning this one. Now on the other side, oh, Cups. The daisy is the Star card inverted, the King of Cups inverted, the Moon card accentuated, holy smokes, the Magician inverted, what the frick, the Ten of Wands inverted, the Ten of Cups extroverted, the Page of Cups extroverted, and the Two of Wands inverted. Yeah, this is, I think, a defining point. You know, sometimes, like, the Divine will reward one and kind of, like, certify one's efforts and levels of learning, not just on what they decide to do, but what they decide not to do. And I think this is important, having the Sun card upright on the recipient side. Like, there's a certain, it's not just a spotlight on oneself, but the light that one emits. So I'm standing there, let's say, at the inbox, and anyone who meets me up there is going to be shining just as much. So it's well lit. There's no, there's minimal to no bullshit. That's how I barely caught onto that little bit of bullshit, right? The crevice in the corner that, like, you couldn't get, like, all the dust out or the debris out when cleaning, like, a certain box. And then on the right side is, you know, not having to, like, working on those addictions and being successful at it, to whatever degree and whatever application. So, this is a huge reward in, like, being certified in that. This is being recognized as celebrity status in the cosmic realm, as well as, like, the industry, like performing arts industry. And again, like, performing arts isn't just about, like, the physical realm of, like, what, slapstick comedy, you know, like, it's not that harsh. Some of it is recognition in the subtleties in which one shows up, what one adds within the intricacies of the micro expressions of human behavior, and one that shows that of it being out of this world. So, King of Cups is here to support me. It's people who masculine energy that is highly intuitive. It's also considered Jesus Christ energy, Christ consciousness, as well as spirit and cash that come in direct, like patting me on the back. The Moon card is accentuated because that's exactly what I've manifested, what I, you know, what I do and what I don't do. But it's mainly about what I do for myself. You know, one giant step for something. So, I don't remember, but I think even that is misquoted. So it's what you do with all of like the burden of all of that magic thrown at you, Tina. Like when when you're surrounded and like an ambush of certain magic, like the maximum amount of wands. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take care of this one. She's not gonna, you know, she's gonna have no exit plan on this one. When you're surrounded by that, Tina, you remember that you have your own wand. You remember that you are still a massive magician. At whatever level you're at, you're not comparing the other levels that you're up against, the totem pole, okay? And so it's like you, and you're surrounded by that. You have that 11th wand. You become the teacher at this. And so that brings the 10 of Cups, recognition. It brings happiness to the overall Cosm. Micro or macro, for sure. 10 of Cups, extroverted. You bring that love as the little old page in me. You bring the 10 of Cups, you serve. And this is ultimate certification. 2 of Wands, size things up correctly. People are sizing me up correctly because I didn't go ape shit when I didn't have to. You know what I mean? It is still a solution, but it's like, Tina, you can save your psycho realm for later. You know what I mean? It's not needed at this time. You don't need anybody to trigger you. In fact, I don't even think you know what I mean? Like, I don't... When I really thought about it this morning, it didn't take much to realize that, like, they didn't deserve that much energy from me. You know, when you're going by case basis, and judging like what's deserving of what, like allotment of resources, delegating your time, delegating, you know, what's worth, like the value, okay? It's just didn't match up. It's like, no, I'm going to take this particular day, these particular energies, and I'm gonna work on other things. And even if it's the alternative is basking in another's energies that Archangel Michael told me was legit, legit, legit. It's then I chose the greater alternative, and even if it didn't feel like, I mean, it was, let's say this was a divinely timed um, distraction, and it was good. It was good because like the other alternative was like, I just told you, it's the actual authorizing officer Tuesday is Tuesday. What do you want to tell me, Hecate? What do you want to tell me? Ooh, look at that. It's slid and like bounce back the World card and King of Wands. Look at that. It's like abracadabra, bibbidi bobbidi boo. This is being a leader within your own networks. They want me to say something about this because it's like, this is finished. This is done. Like, I realized that I could also just visualize and think about it already being executed, having the intent to do what I just talked about yesterday, and then saving a pocket of that in its doing. So just consider it done within that energy. And so, but then like along the way today, there were other alternatives that, like, there was other energetics that'll come up to bat for me, where it recognizes this particular landlord situation of bullshit as like peanuts, you know? And so that's when I say like, okay, I don't get any donations, or like I don't get this or that, like the luxuries that normal people do when they do when they're within the same practice, even when they're at like starting level, even when they intentionally dish out bullshit energy, they still get more donations than I do, financially speaking. And I realize, you know, this is just another iteration that I have more valuable, I don't know if donations is a word, but more valuable inputs. Some things that you can't even really pay for. Like, some of these energetics won't work with other people, regardless of whether you pay them or not, or how much you pay them. Some of the, like a lot of these energetics are not for sale type of energy. They're not sellouts. So I have to consider myself very, no, I would say I'm very grateful for that. It's not just luck, it's legitimate favor. And so just like finished, it's done. And what they wanted me to say about this, the King of Wands paired up with this, because when I tapped it back in, it like slid back, like right back in the slot. Like, here you go. Here you go. It's weird. If you play it on slow-mo, maybe you'll be able to catch it, like how it just like slung back. So King of Wands, this is very good because even though like I have some great networks, if you are very well respected and you're not just like wheeling and dealing and just a reliable source to exchange with in your networks, if you're considered at a level of respect within like a guiding light, one that sets the standard, not just sets the trends, they kind of go hand in hand. So it just takes like one leader to like kind of one respected leader to fuck up, or to like slip up, and then it kind of sets the tone like of what's accepted within practice for the rest of your network. So that's usually how networks like go to shit. Especially within conglomerate energy, we're like, oh, but so and so did this, or like, I don't know why I heard Nabisco, but you know, it's like, why this is what they did. And it's like, okay, so it must be okay for our systems. Like if they're able to slide on these audits, and we're taking the penalty for whatever it is, we're like in the same practices, we're under the same umbrella, so what, you know, it's kind of like that. Where people start to let loose because they don't want to take shit of the buck being passed. It's like, that's one side of it, and the other side is like, you know, if they don't have to take responsibility for it, then why should I? Like, why not be lax on that? So it's the same thing. So I did very well in the my guides helped me, like it didn't take very much. It didn't take very much convincing. It was just like a thought that popped into my head, like, oh, not very much worth it. And then I thought of other alternatives, and then we came up with better alternatives. So sometimes the Four of Swords in being able to sleep on certain decisions is vital. It can be a lifesaver. It can be a game changer. All right, so the actual authorizing officer, Tuesday's Tuesday. That nearly bent. It is the Empress in reverse. What? She almost got fucked up, but she didn't. It's being objective into the situation, releasing your fears, your worries, your personal offenses in the matter. And so when you look at things on a greater scale, you can make wiser decisions. So I did well. I didn't fuck myself up. There's not a bend, not a crease. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Okay. Anything else? I cannot find the bananagrams. Let me see. Are they in here? I don't know where the bananagrams went. Actually, I think they're over there. Bananagrams. Help me find you. I don't know. They've been missing for a while. I'm gonna find them after this, though. Okay, Archangel Michael, what do you need to say? On behalf of my divine panel, our divine panel, what do you want to say for the actual authorizing officer, Tuesday's Tuesday? Oh, what is this? It opened up to the Page of Wands in reverse. Something's about to stop. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Holy smokes. Ace of Swords in reverse and Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like a moving target, you know, but it's like a slow, like the duckies that move across the board. And you just like, you know, it's kind of like Duck Hunt, yeah? So it's like, yeah, definitely, because the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like jackpot, windfall of energy. Windfall would have been more like the Ten of Pentacles, but this is still like the luxury of a jackpot. Like, it's like pinata time, adult mode. And so it's just about pinning that, like, you know, putting your feelers out there. And then the Five of Pentacles in reverse is no lacking. Like, so as long as you extend yourself just a bit further, like, you know how they say, like, shake what your mama gave you. It's just like putting your feelers out, you know, do that. That's all you gotta do is just like, you know, in the Queen of Cups from yesterday, like feeling out the weather, just that extension alone, is you're going to be able to like catch something. So this is good. This is very good. Archangel Michael was saying this. Oh, and beside, like, elements of truth, and yeah, this is substantial. These are substantial things. Because I was just reminded that Archangel Michael, I asked Archangel Michael, and then we have the Ace of Swords here. So it's like kind of like is it an upgrade? Well, it is, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I feel like that. Oh, yeah. It's being open to, how do I say it? It's not just open. It's the receptivity, being more expansive. Like, this is like a reboot but renovation kind of thing. Yeah, like upon the reboot, it was like a renovation, like an upgrade. Like, here's my sword, Tina. So this is improved clarity. Yeah, better judgment. It's not lacking. 7. Yeah, definitely. That's what that is. Thank you, Archangel Michael. The sword can also be thought of as like pen, like a feather. So in that, I have to ask Thoth, because I think that's what just popped into my head looking at the sword. So, Thoth, what do you want to? Okay, 9 of Cups in reverse. So it's because there's better clarity. It's also a reminder of prescribing oneself, like the new terms and conditions to what makes you happy. And I got to kind of revisit this upon like the realms of human emotion. So in discovering what it's like to experience energies that you meet, like all of a sudden, in passing, a couple of opportunities where I could have gotten to know somebody better, or like energetically somebody that I did not, ever converse with or ever met. So there's that, and then also knowing the realms of anger, and anger is a strong word. Yeah, just the situations I had discussed yesterday. This is a better way to prescribe like what has the happiest outcome, because that's probably a good definition of what makes you most happy. And then along the way, you don't have to worry about it, Tina, because you'll find a way to make yourself happy in transit. You'll always find that en route. So you might as well have your eyes on the prize, eyes on the end goal, on what makes like the happiest outcome of all. Yeah, so that's good. Thanks, Sloth. Thank you very much. So Freya, what do you want to say on this one? So when you're thinking about the happiness of a certain environment, she plucked out the bottom one. King of Pentacles, yeah. So this is being highly industrious, but like when you're thinking about like amending what makes you happy relative to the outcome and trusting in the transit, you're looking at by default beautifying the environment, naturally improving the fertility rate and success rate of an environment. So that leads to Freya. And Freya says, King of Pentacles, ding, 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 ding. That's leave no stone unturned. So this is a discovery process where it just kind of flaked off like mica. In fact, I think we're supposed to use the mica stone on this one. I feel like it, because it just flaked off the bottom. King of Pentacles. So this is highly industrious. In fact, the King of Pentacles is the preserver, like a conservationist, an environmentalist, someone that really appreciates nature. And so it's not just being industrious, it's being environmentally sound and friendly, environmentally conscious. Because, yeah. So it's not just a business person, it's, yeah, because Freya wouldn't do that. Freya wouldn't do us like that. Okay, so we have that there. Kind of like standing your ground. We could do Athena, but okay. So when we're looking at environmentalists, preserving. I'll think healer. So Archangel Raphael. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? That one? Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a good match because Mother Gaia, like as above, so below. What you do on the surface really does impact the root system, the root structure, also impacting how your guides will shift, how ancestors will shift according to what's needed. So in general, Mother Gaia at root level is very happy with this. It's very healing in order to invest in one's pursuits, not just to be industrious in financial matters, but also paying tribute to the earthbound element. So when you're like, this is like money, but it's also like capiche, you know, type of energy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so then we have I feel like Goddess Kali, because I noticed like there's a bunch of roots here. Like it looks like an extension, multi-level extension. Yeah, Goddess Kali, what do you want to say? What is your input for the actual authorizing officers? Officer Tuesdays, Tuesday. 8 of Cups. Where do we get 8 of Cups? Sometimes it's just like, oh, what she wants to go back on is that drama, that business we talked about yesterday and what we were going to do about it today. Some things will be handled on its own. Like it's reiterating that she is actually one of the, you see all this blue here, this purplish blue, this is very much her. So she's one of the people, one of the energetics that is taking care of business. So you just step away from this, Tina. I got you. I got this. Don't worry. I've taken care of stuff like this before. I'm an expert at this. So you just recognize this as noise and you go, you know, you separate yourself from this. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Now swim away, Tina. Swim, swim, swim. Go with the flow. Swim away. You just go to that party or whatever, and I'll handle this. When you come back, it'll all be taken care of, for sure. That's crazy. Thanks, Kali. Thank you. Okay. I think we have Athena and Anubis next, but I think Anubis is next. Oh wait, no, Athena or Anubis? Athena's first. Okay. Athena, what is? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! There we go, and we're here. The Hermit card in reverse and 8 of Wands. So communication is coming right through. Yeah, Athena is telling me that I'm very much aware of all the communications that's coming in. So it's not like, sometimes I think like, oh my God, am I getting like really upset? And these are things that I'm just like deducting out of like, if this, then that, or is this stuff that I'm really downloading? And it's like, you have to keep yourself in check to make sure that like you're not so heated as to like wanting to like have a reason, derive a reason to fuck shit up. So like things are already, you know, when something comes onto your plate with like red flag notice, that's already fucked up shit. So once you recognize that and you look at like, okay, we're doing a root cause analysis, all these seeds that are being like communicated, you see these dandelions seeds, they're coming through, they're coming right through. And so Athena is like, as a warrior, as a weaver, etc., etc., she's like using that gentle touch of communication. I guess she realizes that there's my life needs orders that have a gentle touch because of how much is going on. So she doesn't need me to be riled up even by my Riot crew. Especially by her, you know, like if she gives the green flag like to obliterate, then of course I'm gonna have like more of an accentuating go ahead to like fuck shit up even more. But I think she's just setting the tone, like you don't need to add to this. And so like, you know, Kali got it under control. It's like this kind of, it's weird. It's like these warriors have like different ways in which they conduct things. So they're learning things from each other. So it's like Athena is like kind of watching over Kali. Not that Kali can't take care of it. It's just sometimes there's a battle beyond our usual premises. So when throwing down, sometimes there's kind of like a cultural barrier, a language barrier, an etiquette barrier, that kind of thing. Or not even a barrier, but differences. And so there's some kind of test on discernment in which to elevate each other on the panel. There's something about that here. But I really feel like Goddess Kali just kind of like volunteered to completely handle it. I feel like it's more so that. Kali, can I thank you? Thank you, Athena. I gotta just call you anyway. Say about that. Okay, she had a couple of things to say. 6 of Cups and Ace of Cups. Yeah, for sure. For sure. She is my friend. And she's offering like a break, a refreshment, like major refreshment. Like focus on what you bring to the table, your creativity, your holy grail, etc. You have a refreshment, and I'm gonna take care of this because you're my friend. Yeah, I think so. Let me see here. Yeah. Hold on. I think so, because it's like I think she's handling stuff right now. It's very quiet energy. It's like TipToe energy. Yeah, this is definitely TipToe energy. This is like an agenda where I told you guys I was going to do this thing. I was going to do these things, so you would expect me to do those things, but then we had like a switcheroo where Goddess Kali's like, let me handle this, and then you do your creativity thing. You do like your intuitive thing, and it's just like kind of just shifting the cups, yeah. Yeah. 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, something about dream state here and things being healed like almost overnight. Yeah, I feel like that. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, it's like break it up kind of thing. What the heck? Knight of Cups. Okay. Admiration. Admirer. I keep getting like different angles of being protected. Okay, so it's Anubis this time. You know, it's like the man's man, man's best friend. That's like the, so Anubis. Within these transits, since things are like very chill and calm, what's your input? Thank you, Goddess Kali. That's one. The High Priestess. What the frick? This is being able to call the shots. This is in flight mode. There's a pomegranate here. Who's pomegranate? Is it Persephone? I think it's Persephone tied to the pomegranate. But anyway, this is in flight mode. So piloting, navigating, it's flying over things. Like, you know, when something's like, it went way over my head. That's what Anubis is saying. Like in these transits, and it's not necessarily all underground. Like a lot of the stuff, like especially this particular material, you found a way to navigate above it. Like, yeah. Yeah, Persephone like was caught in the underworld. Hecate helped her through it. She's very, very fond of dogs, especially black dogs. Anubis is a hybrid. And so like within these transits, yeah, that's what Anubis is saying. That's crazy. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Top of the deck is Justice. What? Yeah, it's like spinning tables. What? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So this is kind of like my Wheel of Fortune, my Destiny gilded in pocket, like as a major pentacle. King of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands. Yeah. So like, oh my gosh. You know, like in is it like football? Yeah. Oh my gosh. They have a playbook, right? So they like change like different just talking about the playbook, right? So something's happening here where things have been modified in order to, like, this is, I didn't know my panel could be tricky like that. But that's what they did here. Yeah. So Archangel Michael is like, gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, because there's a lot of like bickering in the air of what's deserving and like who wants what, and it's like it's just petty. But it's bickering is what I heard. And so Archangel Michael is kind of like underground, like watching things at the level of Anubis. And it's just kind of like there's optics everywhere. So you can ride with it. You can go with it. And if you face any Page of Swords in reverse, like liars, like people who are trying to manipulate things, and gossipers, etc., they got nothing on you. You know what I mean? Like, even if they think they got something, they're in for a nasty surprise because you've got the upper hand, Tina. You know what I mean? Like you've been the understudy in observing this kind of behavior, so you know how to like get at them. See, all things balance out. All right. So what are my 3 takeaways on this? One is, oh, thank you, Anubis. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to receive, receive, receive. Clarifier. I don't think I need a clarifier for that, but okay. The Hangman in reverse. These are downloads. This is a high receptivity of awareness to a lot of things. I've never gotten the 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the Hangman in reverse together. This is a different level of just holding to oneself, like not sharing all of it. There's something about like, yeah, a lot of receptivity there. Because things have been imbalanced. Like the information has been withheld. Certain things, certain resources have been withheld. And so now it's time, especially with the Hangman in reverse, to it's being aware, like privy to a lot of things that are meant to come my way. My second takeaway is 10 of Pentacles. Holy smokes, that is a windfall. That's crazy. What's the clarifier for that? Judgment. Holy smokes, this is massive. This is 20 following the 10. That's triple X. That's crazy. Judgment. That's crazy. This is crazy good. I claim this reading in full. Alright. What is my third takeaway? Thank you very much. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's interdependent play. What's the clarifier for that? Knight of Swords. So things are moving quickly. Like there's a lot of moving pieces on this one. Yeah, especially if you're doing interdependent, and especially if there's like a playbook here. I think the only, yeah, it's like a top secret, you know, like a, what are we gonna call this project? I don't know what. This is crazy. I don't. Give me. Oh, here. Okay, we're gonna use this symbol. Let me see. Do I have stuff back here? Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Do I have any outstanding here? No, not there. What about over here? Nope. Okay. Okay. Back here, symbolin. Okay. All right. What is this? Insight to what this project is called. Am I allowed to share? I don't know if I'm allowed to share. Hold on. Is it just for me, or should I share? The full card. It's for me, but it's going to be very obvious, so it's okay to share. So some insight on this project thing. Like this is relating to my journey, my new clean slate. What do you want to tell me? These two and maybe that. Okay. Oh my God, it's a full card again. In reverse, and the Hermit card in reverse, and then this one is ding ding ding, like a ballerina, but like a marionette kind of thing, but no longer on strings. So this is being freed, but also, so it's no longer like 100% being like, is it guided? It's either guided underground, but also being freed. And this is the transit. This is... I feel like this is Operation Flashlight. Because of, like the transit, and then And then the Hermit card is also the Hierophant, but it's also in reverse. So it's like creative, non-traditional, and it's a sense of awareness. We have that light there, and it's so like this, there's kind of like a flashing, beaming light there. It's underground. It's being guided, but also freed. So Operation Flashlight, yeah, I feel like that. Yeah. Where's the other deck? I'm gonna get one more off of that. It's transformation, no longer mourning things. No more heartbreak on that. So it's yeah, like an ego death to I think it's like a career thing, because there's like one mountain and then jumping to another. And then let me try as above. Three of Cups for sure. It was just being very well celebrated. Like, ta-da! Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Pentacles for sure. And then one more. Hecate. Six of Swords. She's like, chill, chill. That's all I'm gonna say. But this is studies. Yeah, this is a new area of learning. There may be contracts. Wow, this is okay. So this is a place where I will be not just welcomed, but celebrated legitimately, like as an investment. Okay, awesome. I think that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification. And me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt. No attachments except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their proper... Oh! Whoa, that fell, but it didn't fall. High Priestess. It caught itself like as a bridge between this footstool and my, like, utility belt kind of bag. Supply bag. That's crazy. It bridged. That's crazy. Instead of falling to its demise. So she's saying that I have my root, like as a final like closing statement, is that I have my footing, that I have my root chakra established. Definitely, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy good. All right. Upon closing the portals in this reading, oh my god, it got hit again, but then it fell, and it went on the floor this time, but half on the bag. And in reversal, there's a nasty energy here that is actually going to fall to their demise, like bagged it, you know? Oh, it's somebody that has slipped around. What the heck? Why do I get... That's crazy. Okay. Do it this way or upright? Okay, do it for myself. I'm going to take that energy. I'm going to grab that there. And what is it? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I am abundant. Oh my gosh! Yeah. See, like, so what came of it is it cut between the Devil card and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like a bury the hatchet, spoil the rod, or something like that. It's I'm very well, like, appreciated, like super valued, even by like the darkest, like, how do I say it, the most powerful energetics, like the most potent energetics. like aggressively protected. That's crazy good. Thank you. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Now, a bunk goes in the portals in this reading. I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now,